Hello everyone. Today let's explore a special Nordic country, one famous for its long winters, top-notch education system, and vast forests. Finland is not only naturally beautiful, but also holds many fascinating truths, from its lakes and small islands to its strange love for coffee. And here are 15 unique facts about Finland, a country dubbed one of the happiest places in the world. Fact 1. Finland has more than 188,000 lakes. Calling Finland a paradise is no exaggeration, as it is known as the land of 1,000 lakes, but the actual number is even more impressive. Over 188,000 freshwater lakes spread across the country. That means there's roughly one lake for every 26 Finnish people. Most of these lakes are located in the northern and central regions, creating a tranquil and majestic natural landscape. Larger lakes such as Saimaa, Päijänne, and Inari are not only abundant sources of clean water, but also hubs for recreational activities like fishing, kayaking, swimming, and even sunbathing on small islands in the summer. When winter arrives, the lakes freeze over and transform into vast natural ice skating rinks. On bright summer days, the northern sunlight stretches until midnight, reflecting off the mirror-like lake surfaces, creating scenes straight out of an Andersen fairy tale. These lakes are not just part of the landscape, they are the soul of Finnish life, deeply tied to the culture, cuisine, and spirit of its people. Fact 2. This is the birthplace of Santa Claus. I bet all of us have at some point wondered, who is Santa Claus? If you've ever asked where Santa lives when he's not busy delivering gifts on Christmas Eve, the answer is Finland. Specifically, the Lapland region in the far north of the country is considered the official home of Santa Claus. In a small village near the city of Rovaniemi, right on the Arctic Circle, there is a place called Santa Claus Village, where the real Santa Claus lives and works year-round. Here, you can visit Santa's office, send a letter to the North Pole with a special postmark, and witness the elves busily preparing gifts for the holiday season. Christmas spirit fills all four seasons, from glittering lights to the snow-covered wooden houses that look like they stepped out of a fairy tale. Santa Claus Village not only attracts millions of children from all over the world, but also stands as a distinctive cultural symbol of Finland, a place where magic blends with reality in a true Nordic setting. Coming here, you don't just meet Santa Claus, you reconnect with a piece of your own childhood. Fact 3. One of the best education systems in the world, there are no ranking boards. No harsh competition, and no strict standardized tests like in many other countries. Yet, strangely enough, Finland's education system is considered one of the best in the world, consistently ranking at the top in international evaluations for teaching quality and academic outcomes. The secret lies in a deeply humane educational philosophy. Students are not forced to memorize knowledge, but are encouraged to explore, question, and be creative. Finnish teachers are highly trained, hold at least a master's degree, and enjoy a great deal of autonomy in how they teach. A Finnish classroom is typically small in size, allowing each student to receive attention. There is no intense rivalry, instead, there's a spirit of cooperation and equal development. Children are allowed more playtime, more breaks, and yet learn more effectively thanks to a low-pressure environment filled with trust. Education in Finland is not just about delivering knowledge, it's a journey of nurturing well-rounded individuals. From independent thinking and life skills to emotional intelligence and social responsibility. And that is precisely what builds lasting change for an entire future generation. Fact 4. Finland is the birthplace of the Angry Birds game. You've surely gone crazy over this game before. I'm talking about the legendary game Angry Birds, featuring furious birds slingshotting into green pigs, developed by Rovio Entertainment, a tech company headquartered in Espoo, Finland. First launched in 2009, Angry Birds quickly became a global phenomenon, with over 4.5 billion downloads in just the first few years. This simple yet addictive game paved the way for a wave of creative game development in Finland, turning the country into a hub for the mobile gaming industry in Europe. Not only Angry Birds, Finland is also the birthplace of many other hit titles like Clash of Clans, Heyday, and Boom Beach, thanks to game studios like Supercell, one of the most successful gaming companies in the world. The creativity and technological thinking of the Finnish people aren't confined to classrooms, they've spread globally through the screens of mobile phones. Finland's a small country, yet a giant in the modern gaming world. Fact 5. Finland has an extremely short summer and a long winter with polar night in the north. Finland is located near the Arctic Circle, so its climate is distinctly extreme. Summers are brief and gentle like a blink, while winters stretch out for months filled with snow, freezing temperatures, and darkness. In Lapland, the northernmost region of the country, the winter brings the phenomenon known as the polar night, when the sun does not rise at all for several weeks. The sky never truly brightens during the day. Instead, there's only a pale blue glow at noon before quickly plunging back into silent darkness. It feels as if the entire world is hibernating. But it is this harshness that creates an almost otherworldly beauty. In the eternal night, the aurora borealis dances across the sky like a surreal ballet of light. The landscape is immersed in white snow, forests covered in frost, and a silence that feels nearly meditative. During summer, Finland experiences the opposite phenomenon, the midnight sun, when daylight persists even at 11 p.m. This extreme shift between light and darkness is a hallmark that makes Finnish nature and life both challenging and deeply enchanting. Fact 6. Finland has more than 2 million saunas. A sauna is not just a method of relaxation in Finland, it's an inseparable part of daily life and culture. With a population of about 5.5 million people and over 2 million saunas, that means almost every family owns at least one sauna, from small city apartments to wooden cabins nestled in snowy forests. The tradition of sauna bathing in Finland dates back thousands of years, originally stemming from the need to warm the body during the freezing winters. But beyond that, the sauna is a place of human connection where people relax, talk, reflect, and even discuss business. It's not uncommon for informal meetings in Finland to take place inside a steaming sauna. A typical sauna session often ends with a plunge into an icy lake or a roll in the snow, like a refreshing rebirth. Finns believe saunas help detox the body, relieve stress, and rejuvenate the spirit after long workdays. In Finland, the sauna is not a luxury, it's a basic right, a personal temple where each person can find balance between the pace of modern life and the serenity of untouched nature. Fact 8. A country of islands. Not only famous for its 188,000 lakes, Finland also owns more than 179,000 islands, a number that surprises many. Most of these islands are located along the southern and western coasts, particularly in the archipelago sea region, which is considered one of the largest and most complex archipelagos in the world. Some of the larger islands are permanently inhabited, but most are untouched, wild islets where nature remains as pristine as it was in the beginning. In the summer, Finnish families often retreat to wooden cabins on the islands, and no phones, no internet, only the sound of the wind, the scent of pine, and the mirror-like stillness of the water. That's how they recharge after the long winter months. Traveling between the islands is usually done by ferry, small boats, or kayaks, creating a slow, peaceful, and very private journey of discovery. These islands are also a paradise for activities like fishing, birdwatching, or simply lying back to read a book while listening to the gentle lapping of waves. Finland calls its archipelago a green maze of rock, water, and forest, and it's no surprise that this place is a dream destination for nature lovers and those who long for absolute tranquility. Fact 9. Finland has 5 seasons. It may sound strange, but in Finland, people are used to more than the 4 usual seasons of spring, summer, autumn, or winter, like many other places. They also have a 5th special season called the spring-winter, the transitional period between the harsh winter and the gentle spring. This season occurs around March to early April, when snow still blankets the ground but sunlight begins to return. The air is chilly, the lakes remain frozen, but the sky becomes clearer and the trees slowly begin to awaken. It's a moment when nature quietly stirs in stillness, bringing with it a strange freshness, as if the entire earth is taking a deep breath before awakening from its winter slumber. For Finns, this 5th season is a sacred time where silence, light, and ice merge to create a beauty that is both dreamy and contemplative. It is mentioned in poetry, literature, and even in life philosophy as a reminder that sometimes transitional and slow moments carry the most meaning. Fact 10. Finland is famous for its natural wine cellars. When people think of Finland, they usually think of snow, coffee, and saunas. Few realize that this Nordic country also has a unique winemaking tradition associated with natural wine cellars deep within Rocky Mountains. Taking advantage of solid granite terrain and a naturally stable cold climate, Finns have built underground wine cellars that maintain ideal temperatures year-round, usually between 8 to 12 degrees Celsius. These are perfect conditions for aging and storing special fruit wines, such as blueberry, raspberry, or lingonberry wine, made from wild berries native to Northern Europe. Unlike traditional wine-producing countries that grow grapes, Finland focuses on wild fruit wines with distinctive flavors and a strong local identity. These wines often have a light, refreshing aftertaste with a signature tang reflecting the climate and soil of this frozen region. Today, many of these wine cellars are open to tourists, offering Nordic culinary experiences that allow visitors to explore Finland's unique taste culture in depth. Fact 11. Finland was the first country in the world to grant women the right to vote and run for office. In 1906, Finland, then still a Grand Duchy under the Russian Empire, became the first country in the world to grant women the right to vote and to run as candidates in national elections. This was a historic turning point, not just for Finland, but also for the global feminist movement. Just 1 year later, in the first parliamentary election of 1907, 19 Finnish women were elected to parliament, marking the first time in modern history that women became national legislators. This achievement established Finland as a pioneer in gender equality in politics. Today, Finland continues to uphold this tradition, with one of the highest rates of female participation in government and parliament in the world. There have even been periods when the most powerful positions, from president and prime minister to key ministers, were all held by women. This reflects a society where gender equality is not just a slogan, but a foundational value and sustainable development policy of this Nordic nation. Fact 12. Finland is a country of strange festivals. If you think Finns are reserved and quiet all year round, try visiting during festival season and you'll see a completely different side of them. Joyful, bold, and incredibly creative. Finland is home to some of the most unusual festivals in the world, ranging from ancient traditions to wildly inventive modern ideas. One of the most unique is the Sisu Festival, which honors human willpower and endurance. Participants may compete by immersing themselves in freezing water, pulling sleds, or climbing snowy mountains. All of this to demonstrate Sisu, a uniquely Finnish concept of grit and inner strength. In spring, the Vappu festival transforms cities into seas of color, as crowds dressed in vibrant costumes flood the streets to celebrate, blow soap bubbles, and drink traditional mead. It's both a welcome to the upcoming summer and a national student celebration. Then there's the Santa Claus Village Festival in winter, when the Santa Village in Rovaniemi becomes a wonderland of parades, fireworks, and family-friendly activities for kids and parents alike. From solemn, traditional ceremonies to wild, colorful celebrations, Finns have proven that beneath the icy northern climate beats a warm, creative heart that isn't afraid to express the joy of living. Fact 13. Finland is a country of coffee lovers. You might think that Italians or Brazilians are the world's most passionate coffee drinkers. Think again. Finland, this cold Nordic nation, actually holds the title for the highest coffee consumption per capita in the world, with an average of around 12 kilograms of coffee per person per year. In Finland, drinking coffee isn't just a habit, it's a way of life. Finns can drink coffee in the morning, during work breaks, in meetings at lunchtime, while visiting friends, and even after dinner, basically. At any time. In fact, many workplaces officially include coffee breaks as a mandatory right, known as kovitoko coffee break. The most popular type of coffee here is light roast filtered coffee, with a gentle aroma and smooth taste matching the Finnish preference for lightness and subtlety. It's often enjoyed with sweet pastries like pulla braided bread flavored with cinnamon or cardamom, creating cozy Nordic moments of relaxation. Coffee drinking in Finland isn't loud or rushed, it's more like a small ritual for reconnecting with a slower pace of life, bonding with others, or simply listening to oneself. Fact 14. Outdoor activities are a vital part of Finnish life. Even though they live in a country with long winters and harsh weather, Finns don't shy away from nature, they live in harmony with it. For them, going outdoors isn't just physical activity, it's a form of therapy that helps maintain inner balance. In summer, when the sun shines almost all night, Finns seize every moment to live outside. Hiking through forests, kayaking on lakes, cycling, camping, and foraging for wild berries. They believe that just breathing in fresh air and feeling natural light is enough to lift the spirit and clear the mind. When winter arrives and snow covers everything, the activities don't stop. On the contrary, winter is the time for cross-country skiing, snowshoeing, skating on frozen lakes, and chasing the northern lights. Finnish children are taught from a young age to play outside in all weather even when temperatures drop below -10 degrees Celsius. The popular saying, "There's no bad weather, only bad clothing," reflects this mindset perfectly. And thanks to their deep connection with nature, Finns are able to maintain a healthy lifestyle, emotional resilience, and an open spirit. Fact 15. Mount Halti, the highest point of the country. Finland is known for its forests, lakes, and flat terrain. But few people know that the country also has mountains, and Mount Haltiatunturi is the highest point in the nation. This mountain lies in the Lapland region, near the border with Norway, with an elevation of 1,324 meters above sea level. Though not particularly high compared to other mountain ranges in Europe, Mount Halti holds special significance for the Finnish people. It is not only the country's highest geographical point, but also a symbol of patience, endurance, and the deep connection between humans and the untamed wilderness. In winter, the area surrounding Halti turns into a snow-covered land, silent and otherworldly, unlike any other part of Europe. The path to Halti's summit is not easy. Hikers must overcome rugged terrain, snow and ice, and harsh weather conditions. But the reward is spectacular. Vast mountain ranges, endless sky, and the feeling of standing at the edge of the world. It's an ideal location for trekking, mountaineering, and winter landscape photography. Mount Halti is not just a destination for adventurers, it is a reminder of the raw, contemplative, yet utterly enchanting beauty of Finnish nature, a place where people live with the environment, not against it. Finland is not just the land of snow and northern lights, it is also a symbol of sustainable development, progressive education, and a rich inner life. To explore Finland is to discover a harmonious blend of nature, humanity, and culture. If you enjoyed this kind of video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel so you won't miss out on our upcoming journeys. Thank you for watching and see you in the next video.